It's that time, y'all. Time for big boys boxing.
If you think I'm a pussy, I'm a punk, you tell me right now. Because listen, I am the baddest man. Fuck me.
So that'll give you a bit of energy.
Yeah.
It's good night. It is all over in the 11th round.
What up, team? Hope everybody's doing well. We're halfway through this Lee Selby, George Kambosos fight, so we're getting close to the main event. Just make sure I've got everything set here. Make sure we're all good. Let us know in the chat if everything sounds tickety-boo to you. As you can see, made a few changes. Live commentary stream has a new face. And as per usual on a weekend, you may hear a bit of background noise. I've got a couple of kids here. Mrs. is off shopping, so multitasking. But we shall get there. Isaac's World of Boxing in the house. Good to have you in, brother. Gareth Hancock in as well. Good to see you, man. That's it for now, but I'm sure more shall roll in as we get closer to the main event. We have Tommy Temper in the house as well. Let's go, champ. Yeah, this Kambosos v Selby fight isn't exactly eventful. Lee Selby's sticking behind his jab, missing a lot of his power shots. Kambosos trying to land a few counters here and there. They're just through round 6, I think, into round 7 now, so we're all good. Sounds and looks sexy. Awesome. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate that feedback. We need it. So, this fight between Olexander Usyk and Dereck Chisora is a very good gauge fight. We lost the Allen versus Lovejoy fight thanks to Don King. Or thanks to maybe Christopher Lovejoy, and his dumbass doesn't understand how shit works. For a guy who doesn't have a manager and a promoter, all of a sudden seems to have a promoter in Don King, and he has a manager as well, so don't know how he managed to mess it all up, but the fight's gone for now. We just have this Usyk versus Chisora fight. Now the weigh-in, I was surprised that Usyk didn't come in a little bit heavier. I thought he might try and put a little bit of weight on, but on second thought about it, at 217 pounds, the style he boxes, I guess he doesn't really need any extra weight. He's not a guy who sits down on a lot of punches. His biggest attribute is his speed and agility. So, yeah, it makes sense to hang on to that speed and agility, particularly against a guy who's pretty damn durable. Guy's gonna try and track him down all night. He's gonna bring it. Is Dereck Chisora? Dereck weighed in at 255.5 pounds. Pretty standard for Del Boy. He looks in pretty good shape. Yeah, I think if Derek's going to do any damage, it's going to have to be in the first, 4 rounds, I think. But I seriously can't see him being able to track down Olexander Usyk. He's got spectacular footwork. He's got great counter-punching ability. He sees everything coming. So, man, the way Dereck Chisora can win this fight is pretty much with a lucky punch if Usyk makes a huge mistake and doesn't see something coming. But I predict there is no way Olexander Usyk is going to let Dereck Chisora get near enough to land anything lucky. So my official pick for this fight is Olexander Usyk by stoppage in round 9 or 10, either by a referee stopping the fight or possibly even Dereck Chisora giving up. Netflix stop for my youngest. There we go. Sorted that out. Hopefully that'll keep him quiet. Apologies for any noise. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting gauge fight at the very least for Alexander Usyk, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. Just give me a sec here. I'll see if I can sort this kid out before it gets started. Back in a minute. I think he should be sorted for now. This boy. So looks like Mirat Gassiev fight was a waste of time. Yeah, I saw the opponent. I don't know, is he Sefa Safari's brother or some shit? I don't know, but I never heard of the dude, so not a lot you can take from a fight like that with Gassiev. But it's kind of the same as when Usyk came up to heavyweight and he took on Chaz Witherspoon, although he was trying to take on Carlos Takam, wasn't he? So yeah, not much to take from that, Gareth. Dereck does have more experience at the weight. Yeah, definitely. He's going to try outwork. Can't do it. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't see Dereck having enough. Well, when he's going to be trying attacking, there's going to be a lot of counters, short combinations in and out from Usyk as well. So I think that's going to wear down Del Boy pretty quickly. That's why I say like 4 rounds. If Dereck's going to do any damage, I think he's going to have to do it in those rounds, 1 to 4. But Usyk quite often starts a little bit slow to kind of download what's coming back at him, get his timing sorted. But at the same time, he does throw in a few combinations here and there as well. Man, that straight left down the pipe and the right hook from Usyk are going to be big punches, I think. We'll see what happens though, but I think that the first 4 rounds is going to tell us a lot. And I know Dereck's in pretty damn good shape this time. David Haye does have him in very good physical shape. I possibly would have liked to have seen Dereck a little bit lighter to try and get a bit faster, but Dereck's Dereck. He's not exactly a highly skilled boxer anyway. He's full of dog. He's the guy who's going to try and get on top of you all the time, and there's not really a lot of skill involved with it. It's basically instinct for Dereck. But we'll see, man. We'll see. It's certainly going to be interesting, I think. Let's flick over and see how the Selby fight's going. What are we into? Round 9 of 12. Halfway through the round so far. I wasn't really watching this card intently. It looked like Selby was doing well behind the jab. We'll just have a little look for a little bit. Kambosos is still there, inching forward, hands low, but he moves his head quite well. Most of the jabs from Selby were landing, but the other shots didn't seem to be. But Selby's coming forward now and then as well. Still throwing that jab, and as soon as he throws a punch, Kambosos wants to come back with a counter combination. Kambosos kind of just turned his back there, and Selby was throwing punches at the back of the head. The ref got involved, but Kambosos shouldn't be turning his back like that. Selby's still pumping that jab in his face. You can see this one go in the distance and Selby winning it on the jab pretty much, unless Kambosos is saving a lot for the end of the fight. Sorry team, I'll just put something else on for this boy. Alright team, back again. Hopefully Cars 3 will sort them out. Otherwise we'll just have to put up with it. Not a lot I can do about it, sorry. Just how it is. So the finish round 9. We're starting 10 shortly. I'll be getting into it shortly. Usyk's World of Boxing. Chisora's slowed down the past 3 years, but Usyk hasn't done nothing so far at heavyweight. It's a catch-20 fight. Well, like Usyk was saying pre-fight, he's fought heavyweights in the amateurs when he was fighting. You know, he fought Joe Joyce, he fought Junior Farr, and other heavyweights when he was in the World Series of Boxing. So it's not like it's something new to him. He's also spent a lot of time in Vladimir Klitschko's camps over the years, even when he was an amateur. So I don't think it's anything new to him. And, you know, even that Chaz Witherspoon fight was pretty much standard what you get from Usyk. You know, he starts slowly, he winds it up, works out his fighter and generally stops them. So I think he can stop Del Boy, but not with one punch, man. Not with one punch, no way. If he does, I'll be very surprised, and there'll be a whole lot of where did that come from a lot of fans. So we'll see what happens. James Thornton in the house. Good to have you in, man. Where'd that comment go? Did you see that they stopped? Oh, and it moves again. Stopped the 8th round a minute early. No. Like I've only been half pie watching here and there. I watched the first 6 rounds and then got onto setting up the stream, so didn't see, man. Didn't notice. Joyce is getting banged out against Triple D. Yeah, I agree, probably will. But there's a possibility. We don't know how good Triple D's gas tank is late in the fight at a decent level. So we know Joyce has got a good gas tank. I'd be more inclined for reference to Usyk fighting at heavyweight. I thought Junior Farr at that stage was better than he is now. So if you go and watch, it's available on YouTube, that Junior Farr versus Olexander Usyk fight. Usyk was playing with Joyce. He was absolutely toying with him. He couldn't do that with Junior Farr, how he was boxing. Junior's a lot more evasive and a lot quicker than Joyce, so I thought there's a lot more to take from that fight. That fight did go the distance. I believe Junior Farr still lost every round, but he wasn't getting played with and he was landing a few punches on Usyk. Whereas Joyce, it was funny to watch Joyce get played with in that fight, in my opinion. like a cat with a goddamn ball of wool, man. It was funny. It's it's gonna be interesting, man. What's this Selby fight doing? They haven't got the round thing. Oh, it's replays between rounds. Was the fight over? Hold up. See what's going on here. Oh no, it's between rounds. Must be getting close to the final. Hopefully. Now I saw the Ramla Ali fight earlier on her debut. She looks pretty good, pretty skilled as a boxer. So they've just started the 11th round for Selby versus Kambosos. These commentators, Adam Smith, geez, he's a biased prick, isn't he? Real bias, man. He points out everything that Selby lands, but doesn't point out squat that Kambosos lands. He's even more concentrated on pointing out what Selby misses than what Kambosos lands. So, it is what it is, man. We'll probably get the same through the main event, with a lot of bias being shown toward Dereck Chisora. But yeah, rest assured, I won't be biased. I don't have a horse in the race here. I don't have any bets on to sway my opinion this weekend either. So, Selby lands a good straight. Kambosos been a bit cagey. Certainly a lot quicker as Kambosos, but doesn't have the footwork. I guess he's getting to the later part of his career. George Kambosos Jr. Alright, get back to the chat. Through these guys. Boring shit. Far beats Parker. I don't know, man. I don't know about right now, but that Junior Far that was fighting back when he did beat Parker twice, I think was a lot better. He's a lot more offensively minded. These days he seems to be so worried about getting hit. He tends to forget a lot about his offense. But could be an interesting fight, man. It could be an interesting fight. I don't know who Joe's getting for sparring. Could be a bit tough. Being here in New Zealand, he's usually got access to premium quality sparring in Vegas. But nothing much will change for Junior Far. He's in the city kickboxing gym with Israel Adesanya, Dan Hooker, Hemi Ahio. There's a lot of quality sparring from different codes of combat sport. It'd just be another training camp for Junior. So, yeah, it'll be interesting when that rolls around. That fight was on the 11th of December. Now it's been moved to the 12th since it won't be clashing with the New Zealand All Blacks, who had a game scheduled at that time but don't anymore. So, Selby fights on the 11th and 12th. Yeah. Oh, fights in the first. In the 1st. Oh, 11th. 2 minutes to go. Yeah. Billy in the house. What's up, man? Good to have you in. Good watch on Sunday morning. The show, especially after the All Blacks last night. I was up drinking homebrew vodka and watching the All Blacks cream the Aussies last night till pretty late. So I'm a bit blurry-eyed today. You don't know in the house, Katavia, man. But yeah, the All Blacks had a bloody good win over the Aussies last night. 38-point margin of a win. Can't remember what the exact score was. I think Aussie got 1 try unconverted, so they had 5 points. We got 6 tries. Wow, that's how you work it out. 38-5. We must have had 43 points. Barr doesn't have more mongrel than Parker. No, I don't think. That seems to be a bit of an issue with our New Zealand Island boys, eh? Neither of them seem to have mongrel, but I think Parker certainly has a little more than Junior, but Junior's very defensively minded. If Joe's lunging in trying to get a big knockout or something, he could end up getting caught with something, getting stunned and getting stopped. I don't know. I think it's a competitive fight, but I think it's probably a 65-35 fight in favour of Joseph Parker or something like that. A lot will tell us when you get closer to, after the weigh-in. That'll tell us a lot. That's a fair way away yet, over a month away yet, so lots to come. Both nice guys, yeah. Too nice. Yeah, you can look at it like that. I mean, there's guys who are nice out of the ring but turn into absolute beasts in the ring. It's just neither of them are those beasts, are they? Tua had mongrel. And he was a nice guy out of the ring too, though. So there goes that theory. The Tua man. David the Terminator Tua. No doubt he'll be at the fight. Sporting all around about 400 pounds of him or something. He's a big boy at the moment, man. He loves that KFC. Speaking of which, I had that for dinner last night and for breakfast this morning. Booyah! Trying to get fat. Lockdown. Yeah, we're not in lockdowns anymore, mind you. We have 4 elite levels and we're at level 1 at the moment, which means pretty much everything is back to normal. However, we're encouraged to use a COVID tracing app when we go to retail stores and things like that, just to, if cases do pop up in the community, then it's easier to trace them and contacts with them. So we haven't had lockdown in ages. We had a level 2.5 lockdown, which just restricted gatherings to 100 people. But as it is now, we're back to normal. Full crowds at events, all that sort of crap. We don't have any COVID in the community at the moment. We get the odd one now and then, but nothing to send the country into proper lockdowns anymore. So pretty happy with how our government are handling it these days. Strict quarantines at borders and all sorts of things like that. So yeah, RIP to James Bond. My missus read that story this morning. Sean Connery has passed away at age 90. Died in his sleep peacefully. Hasn't been well for some time, so yeah, rest in peace, Sean Connery. Still my favourite heavyweight tour man. Yeah, he's pretty easy to like. It was hard watching him against Lennox Lewis, though, wasn't it? I just couldn't get to him. He's just that little bit too small. You thought Mike Tyson was small. At 5'11", David Toole was only 5'9", mate. They say he was 5'10" on BoxRec, but he's only 5'9". So that's tough against 6'5", man. Excuse my boy in the background. I'm not sure what his issue is. He is non-verbal autistic, so it's hard to get stuff out of him. His career was so much fun. Yeah, it was. It was a hell of a lot of fun. Every chance I got, I'd watch a David Tor fight live. Even the crappy New Zealand one with Shane Cameron. They're about to come out with this decision for Selby Kambosos. Went the distance as expected. Let's see what happens with the decision. I think Lee Selby should come away with a UD here. Pretty much won the fight on the jab, in my opinion. From what I saw, I didn't sit and watch the whole thing, obviously. So, just watching what happens here. Then I'll quickly go and try and get some food for this kid to keep him quiet in the background for y'all. I'm sure you don't want to be here complaining throughout my commentary. Here we come with the decision. Score totals. 118, 1T. Oh, 118, 110, Kambosos. 115, 114, Selby. 116, 112, 2. Kambosos pulls it off. Wow, they must have liked the counter punching more than the aggression. Selby was missing a lot of his right hands when I did see it. That's a surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if there'd be a lot of people calling robbery. I might have to go and watch that fight back. Maybe. If I can stay awake through it. But George Kambosos beats Lee Selby. Damn. That's interesting. That's interesting. A holy shizzle. Kambosos gets the decision. Oh, I don't know if that's going to go down well. It's going to go down like a cold cup of sick, man. Nordic Warrior in the house. Good to have you, man. Waiting to get this big event up and rolling. We've got the ring walks and the build up obviously yet, but we shouldn't be too far away. No, I won't be showing the fight BNW. That'll get my channel deleted. If you're looking for a link, you can go to my Discord. The server invite is in the description, and go to the Fight Links channel. There's a link there. I'm not going to drop it here. I get myself in trouble. That's how channels get taken down. I will be doing blow for blow commentary when the fight starts, though. Cameron was so out of his depth. Yeah, he was. Man, the minute I saw him get beaten by Danny Green at heavyweight, and Danny Green has fought at cruiserweight. I think he's fought at light heavy as well. So, you know, when I saw him get beaten by Danny Green in the Super 8, I knew, shit, he ain't got a chance of beating David Tua, even if David Tua's passed it. And pretty much was the case at the time. Is this just commentary? Yes, it is, Ben. That's why the title says Olexander Usyk v Dereck Chisora live commentary, no footage in brackets. Cambosis now online. Tiafimo. Oh, was that a mandatory fight, was it? Tio's going to have a lot of work piling up with having 3 belts, isn't he? Same situation as Joshua. There's going to be mandatory. Basically, you want to fight 3 mandatories in the first half of the year, and then you can do what you want after that. Depending on when the last mandatory was fought, maybe something could get put off for an undisputed fight, but you know, it's a tough job maintaining your championship obligations when you hold so many belts. Yeah, that's strange call, but what you expect after Ritson? Yeah, true that, Isaac. Alright team, I'll just be a minute or two, sort some food out for this noisy kid in the background. Hopefully it'll shut him up. I'll be back in a minute. While I'm away, drop your official predictions in the chat and we'll see who gets it right. I'm around 9 or 10 stoppage for Usyk. Well, looks like we're gonna have to put up with some background noise, team. Sorry, seems autistic boy is upset that his mother went out shopping without him. That's life. Parenting is a never-ending job, man. So they're showing, they finished showing some highlights. And on it, my volume, there we go, volume's working again. They're showing the upcoming fights on DAZN. Got Joshua Pulev. It's on the same day as Parker v Farr, but obviously later in the day due to the time zones. About 12 hours difference. So y'all in the UK, you can wake up on the 12th. And first thing in the morning, you'll be able to watch Junior Farr and Joseph Parker on DAZN in the UK, as it's going to be launched there on the 1st of December. And then later on in the day, you'll get to watch Pulev and Joshua. Alright, so see if we've got any where have we got? Let us know your predictions, team. And I'm not taking predictions of Usyk's gonna win, because that's not a prediction. Well, Del Boy's gonna win. I want predictions of a group of at least 3 rounds if you want a stoppage or points. Second half of the fight isn't a prediction either, in my opinion. Where is the link? On the Discord. On the Discord, which is in the description. And if you look, once you go into the Discord, you can find the link on the chat channel that is titled Live Fight Links. I'm not dropping no links in here, it gets me in trouble. So please don't ask again. Usyk's World of Boxing. Selby more washed than sand on a local beach. Nice one, man. I don't know. I just don't think he's got the accuracy with aggression. I mean, he can dance around and pot a jab out all night, but if all your power shots miss, or most of your power shots miss, it doesn't look good when it comes to the scorecards. Oh, for Christ's sake, kid. I might have to try and give the kid a tablet. Next be, is this fight starting now? No, it's starting soon. They're still doing the promos and whatnot. Won't be too far away though. Should be within the next sort of 15 minutes, hopefully. UK only gets US fights. Is that right? That sucks. Still get ripped off. Have to pay pay-per-view for Joshua Pulev. Screw that. Screw that. Round 8. Usyk will stop Delboy after eating jabs all night. Man, I think that left down the pipe on the counter and short combinations are going to take it out of Delboy. For 8th round, yeah, fair enough pick, man. I think it's going to be a tiny bit later, but there's many people that think it's going to go the distance as well. There's certainly a possibility, depending how much Usyk wants to step on the gas, or if he's got enough gas to step on it later in the fight. So, not a bad pick there. You don't know. I can understand why the UK only gets US fights. I guess Sky's still under contract with Metro, but once that contract runs out, Sky could be in trouble in the UK. I don't know, man. Joseph in the house, good to have you in, man. Hope you're well, brother. Savannah Marshall won, yeah. Can't remember what round, but Rankin was getting pieced up the whole fight. Towards the end of one of the later rounds, she took a knee. The referee really should have stopped it before she took a knee. She was just getting pieced up, and when she got up, the ref called it off, and that was the end of that. Sent 8 friend requests with the tag in the description. Well, I'll go and have a look. I haven't been looking at the friend requests, but you don't need to be my friend to be able to view the Discord. You just have to join the server, and that's with the Discord server invite. I'll just have a quick look at the Discord now. See what the dealio was. Just loading up. Give me a sec here. Delboy's having a bit of a yarn in the promo build up, saying what he's gonna do. I hope this doesn't crash the stream. Friends online or pending friend requests. Says I got one. SKAS is one. Dan Mac the other. Oh, those are friend requests I've sent, I think. Oh no, what's this one? SKAS. Is that you? I've accepted it anyway. Not that I think it's going to make any difference right now, but alright, back to the chat. What do we got here? Oh, I sent a friend request, sorry. Oh, it is. Okay, I just accepted your friend request, Sacked. You should be able to just go onto the server and join that though. And the list of channels is down the side there. Live fight links. I drop a link there for most fights that I want to watch within 24 hours of it happening. The Usyk v Chisora one is there. Brits love the fire sticks. I've got money on Usyk. Round 9, $20. It turns 240, so it was paying 11 to 1 or something like that. Just over 11 to 1. $11 something would have been paying. It's not a bad bet, Gareth Hancock. If I was going to bet, that was probably close to what I was going to do. I might have grouped 3 rounds. Unfortunately, you can only group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it would have been tough for me to group because I'm going 9 at the earliest. I'm thinking 9, 10, 11 would have been my group, but I can't group those rounds. So I probably would have had to gone exact as you have at 9 rounds. But I've laid off the bets this weekend. Oh, I think you're misunderstanding, Sacked. If you go to the Discord, literally, holy shit, shall I show you? Hey, the chat isn't working on the screen. Sort that out before I do anything. If you go to the Discord server and up the sides, up the right hand side, left hand side, you'll see general chat, live fight links, which is the one you want. There's also fight night chat, live panel, all those channels. You click on the live fight links channel and it will have the link right there for you. Click on it and it will take you to the fight. Not sure why this chat isn't working on the freaking screen. Had it all set up nicely. Now it's not working. Oh, hold on a minute. No, it should be going. Oh, now it is. Yay, finally. That should pop up on the screen in a sec. There it is. Oh, chat's finally working on the screen. Man, I'm watching the link right now. Sacked. When you click on play, it will have a pop-up window for some ad. You close that and then click on play again and it'll go. It is a streaming site. It's called Crack Streams. What's Discord? It's like a social media platform where I can stream fights to it. I run my live panel streams out of Discord. I use the voice channel in there. We have general chat where we just talk about boxing. Just text chat. You can post links. all sorts of crap in there. Check it out. I suggest you check it out, man. Discord is actually quite a good platform because it doesn't use a lot of data. It's kind of made for mobile cell phones and things. So, yeah, check it out, man. Get hooked up with the Big Boys Discord, and you get a lot more involved and get a lot more information about what's going on in boxing. This damn chat box playing up something wicked, isn't it? It's finally working now. Yeah. Hey, Mumsy's back with the shopping. Alright, so getting into it. Someone's coming out to the Eagles Hotel California. It's Del Boy, I guess. Looks like it. Yeah, Del Boy getting into the ring now. Just step through the ropes. And once the fight starts, I won't be able to watch the chat team, unfortunately. Yeah, if you are watching a stream, you're probably able to pause it and get in sync with my commentary and mute it on the stream. So, if you'd like to do that, it'd be good. Come on, Delboy. There's Isaac's World of Boxing. And he'll bring it alright. Whether it's going to be effective or not, it's going to be interesting. The fight hasn't quite started yet. Tony. Usyk's just making his ring walk now. I backed the Parker versus Farr card to be better than this mess. Oh man. Wouldn't be hard to be better, eh? It's pretty shit. I mean, even with the Allen and Lovejoy event on there, it still wasn't very good. 3 women's fights on a pay-per-view card. Nothing against the girls, but it don't cut it when it comes to pay-per-view, man. Sorry. Absolute Muppets, the Sky Crew. Says Billy. Alright, so I don't have to go rummaging through the drawer and make shitloads of noise this time. I've actually got my scorecard drawn up, ready to go. I don't know if I'll need it, but just in case, I will score the fight anyway. Not too far away now, so I'm leaving the chat now, team. And I'll come back to it after the fight, but I hope you enjoy. Let's get this work. Usyk's in the ring. Cowboys in the ring. A lot of speculation going on about how Dereck's going to go because he's the kind of fighter who's often fueled by a crowd. There ain't no crowd today. We'll see how it goes. I will let you know at the end and beginnings of each round. So if you are trying to get synced up with the stream, you can do so. It's the last time I'll say this too. For anybody who wants to find a link, you can either go to the Big Boys Discord server, link is in the description, and find the link under live fight links, or you can just Google crack streams, then click the boxing tab and it'll be right there for you. I believe this event is also being broadcast on Sky New Zealand, Channel 53. Introductions being done by David Diamante as we speak. Dereck pacing around a bit. Usyk just standing and stretching in his corner. Yeah, I was surprised Usyk didn't come in a little heavier, being heavyweight, but like I said earlier in the stream, the style that he uses, I guess there's no need for him to be any heavier, particularly against a guy who's actually shorter with a shorter reach than him. Just 38 pounds heavier. Phil Edwards is the third man in the ring. They're still doing introductions. Kind of nervous, so I'll try not to click my pen as I do. The fight starts now, says David Diamante. Introducing first. Standing with his head trainer, Alex Demetrius. Professional record 32 wins, 9 defeats, 23 wins by way of knockouts. Fighting out of Finchley, North London, Dereck Chisora. As bold as a badger tonight. Not his face though. Yuri Kachenko, the trainer for Usyk. 15 stone 7 ounces. Perfect record of 17 wins, 13 KOs. Olexander Usyk. Yeah, okay. Let's just get on with it. Alright, fighters going to the center ring. Getting the referee's instructions. Back to their corners. And round 1 will begin when I say ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. We're underway. They both make their way to the center ring. Dereck comes out with a jab to the body. Usyk, as he does, steps around to the left, gets out of the trouble. Derek's trying to come forward, and he's getting left like he's standing still. Double jab to the body from Dereck. Trying to throw a jab. Tries a big overhand right, but Usyk is out of there, exiting to his left. Then chucks a quick combination 1-2 at Chisora. He's very cagey, keeping his distance as Usyk. Derek's trying to get on top of him and throw a lot, but as soon as he got in close, Usyk tied him up, pushed him back. The referee breaks him up, back in center ring. Usyk throws a couple of jabs, then a left to the body, and he's pumping that jab out there, pumping that jab in, moving as Derek's trying to come forward and land big right hands, throwing big hooks, but can't really land a lot on him. He's very evasive. He's tying up Usyk. Usyk's pushing Del Boy back as Del Boy's trying to throw hooks inside, and Usyk jumps back and gets out of the way. Back to distance, back to sticking that jab out there. Oh, he landed a right hand on Usyk, and Usyk tied him up. Back to center ring after ref breaks him up. Dereck's trying to throw big hooks. Usyk's moving around to his left, to his right, and getting the hell out of dodge. Usyk's back to his jab. Usyk's, Delboy's trying to throw big overhand rights. Usyk's getting out of the way. He's blocking. Delboy throws a jab to the body. Usyk's back to pitter-patter jab, just trying to keep that distance. Moving left and right. Moving down to his right. Usyk throws a straight left. And they get tied up. Dereck's trying to work inside, but Usyk's trying to tie him up. The ref breaks him up. Dereck's coming in, weaving that head around, trying to get close, throws a jab to the body, but Usyk's throwing pitter-patter jabs to the head. Dereck lunges in with a big one and then a big hook, and then throws a couple of right hooks to the body. Usyk ties him up. Now they're back to center ring. Back to jabs from Usyk. Usyk throws a right hook, and then a left hook, and then gets out of dodge again. Dereck's trudging forward with big steps, big hooks, but nothing seems to be landing flush on him. He's trying to hit the body of Usyk. Referee breaks him up. Now the referee's warning Delboy for holding on while he's hitting with the right hand. Dereck's trying to jab to the body, but Usyk skips around to his right, then round to his left. He's out of dodge, pumping that jab. There, he throws a good left hook and lands it on Chisora. Delboy is trying to jab his way in, and Usyk ties him up. That's the end of round one. I think that's a Delboy round. I'll give that one to Dereck. And Dereck's blowing already. He's blowing. Oh yeah, he just showed it was 2 right hooks he caught him with in a row. 2 right hooks Delboy caught him with. 1. Then nothing happens, and then he throws a second one. I think the second one only grazed, but didn't look like it hurt Usyk too much. He leaned back on the ropes and covered up. He still had his wits about him. But I think that was enough for Delboy to win that round. Delboy is blowing, man, already. Seconds out. Round 2. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go. Timeout. The referee calls. Waiting for the dickies to get out of the corner. They're still in the Usyk's corner, wiping up some water or something. Alright, we're underway. Back to the center ring. Double jab from Dereck Chisora. Couple of little jabs from Usyk, then he throws a left hook. Delboy tries to come in with a hook, and Usyk skips around to his left and gets out of there. Delboy's trying to throw that left jab to the body and then come in with the right hook, but Usyk keeps getting out of there. He's too quick. 1-2, 1-2 from Usyk, while Chisora's trying to bob and weave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch combination from Usyk. Nothing looks too heavy that he's thrown, but they're definitely scoring punches. Delboy steps in with a stiff jab to the body, then tries a left hook, but Usyk's out of there. Delboy throws a big right hand, but Usyk ducks under it. Chisora just about fell over. Usyk's throwing pitter-patter combinations. He's moving around to his left. Delboy's not quite lunging in as quick as bigger steps as he was before. He tries it there, throws a big right to the body, but Usyk's out of there again. Little pitter-patter jabs from Usyk, throwing the odd left hand in there as a counter. 1-2 there from Usyk, lands on Chisora. Chisora's trying to bob and weave, tries to lunge in, but Usyk catches his left arm and they get tied up. So they're back to center ring. Jab from Usyk, right to the body from Chisora. Chisora's trying to throw another right to the body, but Usyk lands a counter right hook. Right hook, left hand from Usyk. Delboy's trying to throw jabs, but Usyk comes back with a straight left down the pipe. Right hook from Usyk. Oh, and Delboy's landed a good right hook to the body, I think it was. Made Usyk shell up for a sec. He's running around, he's on the defense all of a sudden as Usyk. Something's might have hurt him. Oh, he lands a good right hand. Does Chisora. 1, 2, 3, 4 punches from Usyk in retaliation. Chisora tries to throw a big right hook, and Usyk's got him tied up. He's not enjoying himself at the moment as Usyk, but he's pushed Chisora back to the ropes and they're tied up. Ref comes in to break them up. Jab and then right to the body from Chisora. Little pitter-patter combinations. Oh, and a right hook from Usyk. Doesn't look like anything's hurting. 3 jabs and a left hand from Usyk. Tries a big jab to the body and then right hand over the top from Chisora, but it's blocked by Usyk. And that's the end of round 2. I think that's still... I don't know. That was a tougher one to score because Usyk was throwing a lot of pitter-patter punches on Dereck's face. I guess they got to be scoring punches. But I think Chisora landed a couple more effective punches there. Let me think about this for a sec to show some replays. Good right hook from Chisora. Another good right hook from Chisora. He's trying to hold and throw the right hand. I'm surprised the ref hasn't warned him a second time. Chisora. Alright, I'll give that to Chisora. So that's 2 rounds to zip. That round could have gone either way though, I think. Round 3 underway. Dereck's blowing like hell. Trying to throw the left hook. Right hand from Chisora. Not really landed though. Right to the body from Chisora. Left hand comeback from Usyk. 1-2 from Usyk. Jab to the body from Usyk. Right hook to the body. Right hook to the body from Chisora, and they get tied up. Ref's coming in. Usyk is pushing Chisora back when they get tied up, which is interesting. Chisora's trying to pour it on here, throwing left and right hooks to the body, but Usyk keeps moving out of range. Good combination from Usyk. 1, 2, 3. Dereck's trying to throw to the body again, but Usyk skips around to his right. Keeps maintaining that distance not too badly. 1, 2, 3 from Usyk. Usyk's still on the back foot. Dereck's trying to get in there, but Usyk is pumping that jab now, using it a lot more. Dereck throws left right hook to the bodies, but they're both on the arms of Usyk. And Usyk's skipping out of there again. A lot of the punches are missing from Chisora at the moment. He's throwing too early and not getting quite in range, or Usyk's getting out of range just in time. Dereck's walking forward, bobbing his head. Jab, jab, left hand from Usyk. Jab from Usyk. Big lunging right hand from Chisora, but it was blocked by Usyk. Stepping in with a right hand jab is Chisora. Usyk skips out of there, discombobulates Chisora, and he spins around in a circle. Chisora throwing right jabs to the body. Good left hand from Usyk. It's getting pretty scrappy. Usyk's got Chisora in the corner now. Dereck tries to throw a big right hand. It's the same hooking right hand every time he tries to throw it. Usyk can see it coming from a mile away. Usyk's starting to get on top of Dereck here, I think. His movement and evasive skills while throwing combinations on the move, I think, is tiring Chisora out. Chisora's all of a sudden stopped coming forward. He's not throwing hands anymore. He's walking forward slowly. And Chisora, Usyk is throwing a lot of peppering punches as he moves. Bobbing and weaving his head, getting it off the center line. So Dereck doesn't have a stationary target to hit. Dereck's trying to throw jabs to the body, but Usyk keeps moving around and keeps pumping that jab at the head. And that's the end of round 3. That's Usyk round. Easy. Derek's getting spent already. Oh, that was a nice left hand from Usyk on the replay. Right uppercut to the body, then a left hook. Caught him clean on the chin. Derek's when he spun around, he tried to throw a big left hook, totally missed, and spun around like a ballerina. And by the time he turned around, Usyk was back to the center of the ring. His feet are that quick. I can see Dereck getting very frustrated very soon. Starting to gas already. Seconds out. Round 4 underway. Usyk's mouth is open a little bit as well though. Dereck trying to target that left jab to the body and a right hook. Well, a straight right to the body. At the second punch, Usyk's already on his bike and he's out of the way. Trying to throw to the body again is Chisora, but Usyk's out of there. Then he throws a good right hook as a counter. Trying to throw that big right hook. It kind of landed on the chest of Usyk, that one. Big right, overhand right. He's lunging in like he's feinting to throw the big right hand and then throwing a double right jab to Usyk's body. Chisora's trying to throw a big left hook as well, but Usyk keeps getting out of there. Keeps popping that jab in between all these punches too. Oh, right uppercut, left hook again from Usyk. Chisora tries to counter, but Usyk is out of there. Every time Chisora tries to throw a big punch, if Usyk has any space, he gets out of there before the punch even gets to him. Can't pin him down, the commentators are saying. Usyk keeps moving that head off the center every time Dereck tries to throw a jab at the head, and he keeps pumping that little pitter-patter jab in his face, steps around him. Chisora looks like he's lost. He doesn't know what to do. Lots of pitter-patter combinations, but they're all scoring shots from Usyk. Not a lot happening all of a sudden here. Derek's thinking about trying to throw to the head, then body with the jab, and tries an overhand right, but once again, Usyk's out of there. And he threw some counter shots in there as well. Now Usyk's starting to come forward a little bit on Chisora. Couple of jabs just to find range from Usyk. Jab to the body. Jab to the head from Usyk. Another jab to the head. Derek's trying to build himself up. Good left hand from Usyk. Good jab from Chisora. But a counter left hand from Usyk, and he keeps turning. Del Boy, lands a good right hook. And they're getting tied up in the center. Chisora throws a right uppercut to the body. Then tries to throw a big right hand, goes over the top of Usyk's head, and he skips around out of there. Now Derek's coming forward, trying to throw some jabs. Usyk is down. I think it's a slip. Yeah, it's a slip. Got his feet tangled up. Quite common with southpaw and an orthodox fighter. So Usyk's back on his feet, dancing around. Good right hook. Then moves around to his right. Keeps turning Chisora. Chisora, by the time he decides he wants to throw a punch, Usyk is out of there, and that's the end of round 4. It's another Usyk round easily, I think. Chisora missed far too many punches. Usyk's throwing, he's very economical. What he throws doesn't seem to be that heavy, but it's always a scoring punch, or almost always a scoring punch. So I've got it 2 rounds each. Showing some replays here. Dereck lands a jab. Usyk comes back with a right hook. We got jab from Chisora, then a left to the body from Usyk, and then he comes up with a right hook over the top as well. Oh, Dereck is blowing hard. He's in trouble, I think. Just exhausted already. He just can't track down this dude with the fleet foot. Round 5 underway. They meet in center ring. Dereck comes out with a jab. Usyk posturing. Throws a jab. Does Usyk. Touching jab hands. Del Boy tries one to the body. Then he comes in with tries to throw a right hand to the body, and Usyk skips around to his right and gets out of dodge once again. Right uppercut, left down the pipe from Usyk, and it lands. Another right hook and another left hand from Usyk. Double jab, then a right hook to the left hook to the body from Usyk. Del Boy's trying to throw a jab in there. Triple jab from Usyk, and then a right hook to the body. Another right hook over the top from Usyk. Usyk's dancing around, getting his range. Del Boy's not chasing him so much anymore. He's blowing too hard. He's bobbing his head a bit, but not throwing any punches, while Usyk pops some jabs, doubles and triples it. As soon as Dereck comes through, tries to advance, Usyk is out of there. Tries to throw a big right hand as Chisora, but guess what? It missed, and Usyk's out of there. Dereck throws a couple of right hooks to the body. He's gone to southpaw to throw a couple of jabs to the body of Usyk, but Usyk keeps pumping that jab in retaliation. 1-2 with a big hook from Chisora and misses. Usyk's even bobbing out of the way of the jabs from Del Boy, but Del Boy's continuing in the southpaw position. Never seen him do that before. He's trying to throw jabs to Usyk's body, but he keeps blocking them and getting out of the way. Exchanging pitter-patter jabs here. Not really anything behind any of them, but they're only touching each other's hands. Usyk tries to throw a left hand over the top, but Del Boy gets out of the way. Couple of jabs to the body from Chisora, and then tries an overhand left out of the southpaw stance, and then goes back to orthodox. Oh, good left hook from Usyk. Jab from Chisora. Jab high then low from Chisora, but Usyk's jabbing as well. Jabbing with him and landing was Usyk. Jab left hand right hook from Usyk. Tries a lead right hand as Chisora, but Usyk blocks it and throws a counter jab as well. Jab, then moving to the left, moving to the right from Usyk. Moving his head a lot as Usyk, but he's right on the edge of range. Trying to make Dereck lunge. He's not doing it. He tried a big lunge there and he landed a shot, but it was more like on Usyk's gloves, and that's the end of round 5. That's an Usyk round easy. Dereck is really blowing, man. He's blowing hard. Snorting snot, spitting in bowls. He can't even talk. What a... Hard work, huh? Chasing down somebody who can move like this. Oh, nice right left hook from Usyk. Del Boy lands a jab, but then Usyk comes back with a left straight down the pipe on the replay. Another jab from a right jab from Chisora, and Usyk once again comes back with that left hand and catches Chisora. Round 6. Ding, ding, ding. Walk to center ring. Jab from Usyk, then left to the body. Del Boy's trying to put a jab in there, but he's out of range. Then he tries a right to the body, but he's out of range again, thanks to Usyk's movement. Big swinging overhand right from Chisora, but once again Usyk's on his bike. He's out of the way of it. A couple of jabs from Usyk. Another jab from Usyk. Another jab from Usyk as he's bobbing and weaving, getting his head off the center. Dereck tries a jab to the body of Usyk, but he does that little jump back and gets out of the way once again. Jab from Usyk, and he moves around to his left. 3-4 punch combination from Usyk. Couple of them block, but a couple of them land. His left hand, when he throws it, doesn't look like he's putting much on it, but it's landing. It's scoring points. Chisora's trying to throw a right jab to the body. Keeps stepping into the southpaw stance to throw that right jab to the body. And he's still following Usyk around the ring. He's not cutting the ring off whatsoever. Usyk keeps pumping that jab out there every now and then, just to maintain his distance, and he throws a left hook. He blocks it, does Chisora. Now they're posturing in the center ring. Posturing, lots of feinting from Usyk as usual. Dereck's trying to start feinting, but Usyk's not buying it. Good jab from Chisora. Usyk's hands are just so much faster. I don't think Dereck's seeing what's going on. 1-2 from Usyk. Tries a big right hand over the top, does Chisora, but lands on the gloves of Usyk and he skips on out of there. Back to the jab from Usyk. Moving around to his right. 2 jabs, then he moves. Ducks his head down out of the way. Usyk's had his head down and Chisora was grabbing hold of him trying to wrestle. Like he's trying to take him from behind, but it wasn't cool. Ref stopped that shit. Back to jab, right uppercut from Usyk. Delboy's back on it trying to press hard, but Usyk keeps throwing a punch and then moving around. Keeps turning him. Usyk almost tripped over again. 1, 2, 3 jabs from Usyk. Then he skips around to his right. Delboy's following that carrot around like a donkey on a string. More jabs from Usyk and he changes direction. Another jab from Usyk. He keeps moving around to his left. Jab. Threw a shot to the body, did Chisora, and landed one. He's got Usyk up against the ropes. He's trying to work inside. Usyk's had his high guard up, then skipped around to his left, and he's out of there. Back to the jab from Usyk, and Usyk finishes with the left hand over the top, and that's the end of round 6. That's 6 down. Got it 4-2. He is pushing Usyk a lot, but he is blowing. I can't. Trying to see if they'll go into Usyk's corner for a change. Being Sky commentary, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Dereck's blowing, but I want to know if Usyk's blowing as well, because he's getting made to work a lot with that movement. But he certainly doesn't look like he's tired. He's still moving just as quick as he was in the first, in my opinion. But he's certainly throwing a lot more pitter-patter counter shots that are scoring on Chisora. I've got it 4-2. Usyk. Seconds out. Round 7. Ding, ding, ding. Dereck comes out with a jab. 1-2, and then another right hook from Usyk. He's got his space back. Dancing around as Usyk. Delboy's not chasing him anymore. His feet's starting to look like they got concrete in them from Delboy. Couple of jabs and a right, straight left down the pipe from Usyk. And a couple of touching jabs. Then he throws a jab to the body to Usyk. Delboy's jabbing Usyk's block. He tries the big right hand over the top, but it lands on the gloves of Usyk. Straight right from Chisora, and it kind of lands on Usyk. And a second right hand over the top, and Usyk is out of there. Gets away from the second one. Back to a couple of jabs from Usyk, then a left hook from Usyk, and he skips around to his left. Posturing, feinting, both guys. Delboy tries to go to the body, and then throws a big left hand, but Usyk's out of the way of it. Couple of little pouring jabs from Usyk. Pouring jabs from Usyk. Chisora's moving his head around, but they're just standing, posturing. Tries a 1-2-3, does Chisora. One of them landed, but there was a counter shot in there from Usyk as well. Double jab from Usyk, and then a retaliation shot from Chisora. Right hand lands. Left hook to the body from Usyk. Back to the pouring jab from Usyk. Maintaining his distance again. Dereck's not trudging forward as much anymore. Tries a double jab, does Chisora. Right hook, then a left hand from Usyk. Jab, then a left hand to the body from Usyk. Dereck tries to lunge in, and Usyk takes that half step back, gets out of the way, then starts moving around to his left again. Seems like Usyk's taking a bit of a break. He's dancing around though. His legs are alright, but he's not throwing a lot of punches. Slowing down a bit. Chisora's throwing a few jabs here and there. Tries a right hook. Lands somewhat. A couple of jabs from Chisora, but Usyk keeps getting his head off that line, so it grazes down the side. Chisora throws that right jab to the body again from the southpaw stance. He's gone back to southpaw. Now he's gone back to orthodox. Throws a right hook. Tries to throw it to the body, and Usyk's out of there. Back to that right. Oh, nice from Usyk. Left hand, then a right hook from Usyk. They all landed. Double jab, left hand from Usyk. Dereck tries to retaliate with a right hand, but Usyk gets out of the way. And oh, here we go. We're starting to scrap now. Usyk landed like 5-6 punch combination to finish the 6th round. Was that the 7th? 7th, yeah. So that's another Usyk round. He finished that one really strong. Dereck can hardly talk. Something about his foot, I'm sure he said. I think he's just about out of gas. I'm telling him he's got to jab him and move him. You don't have to move Usyk, he moves himself. Telling him to throw just 1 or 2 shots and then get out of there. You stand in the pocket with a guy with fast hands and can move like Usyk, you're in trouble, man. Seconds out. Round 8, ding, ding, ding. Dereck's slow getting off his stool, man. Pouring jabs from Chisora, but the same jab from Usyk coming out. Chisora gets turned. He's throwing these punches and nothing's really connecting at the moment from Chisora. Right hook, jab to the body from Usyk. Posturing center ring. Dereck tries a jab, high then low, but both blocked by Usyk, and Usyk goes a 1-2 down the pipe with the left hand. I think that hurt Chisora a little bit. And then back to posturing. Jab, jab from Usyk. Del Boy's walking backwards a bit. He's pouring a jab out there, but it's got nothing on it whatsoever. It's like a range fighter. Left down the pipe from Usyk. Just a lead left and it lands now. Dereck's backed up to the ropes. Looks like Chisora's trying to set a trap, but I think he might be too tired to do any damage. Tries a jab, then a right hand to the body, but Usyk's also coming over the top with the left hand. Jab, jab from Usyk. Chisora tries a right hook, but Usyk's moving around to his left and gets out of the way of it. Jab, jab to the body from Usyk. Jab to the head from Usyk. Jab, jab left hand, right hook from Usyk. There was a straight right from Chisora in the middle of that, but jab, jab, moving around to his left, moving around to his right as Usyk. Right hook on top of that. Another right hook. Oh, tries a big left hook to Usyk and he misses. Left uppercut, then jab, jab from Usyk. Del Boy's gone back southpaw, now he's gone back to orthodox. Goes to southpaw, so he's got a more powerful jab with his right hand. He's gone back to southpaw again. Usyk's out quicking him big time here. 2 3-punch combinations. Right hook lands. Left hook lands from Usyk. And posturing. Jab to the body from Usyk. Chisora tries a left jab, but Usyk is out of there. And then Usyk's back to the jab. He's stepping into that jab a little bit more now. Posturing, feinting from Usyk. He's backed Chisora up into the corner. Tries to get Chisora to throw a big right hand, but he's not falling for it. Left hook, right hook from Usyk. Usyk's getting a bit more confident here. One of those hooks I think might have stunned Usyk, stunned Del Boy a little bit. Another left hand. He's breaking Del Boy down here. It's coming. He's going to get stopped. That's the end of round 8. Another Usyk round, man. The commentators are saying he got through a round without taking too much punishment. I saw a couple of punches in there that I thought stunned Chisora a little bit, stopped him coming forward, made him start retreating momentarily. I think we're getting close to a stoppage. Dereck is so gassed. None of the punches he is throwing seems to have anything on them anymore. They're just showing a replay. Jab, left down the pipe, then a right hook. Seems to be pretty successful with that all night. Does Usyk. His jab, left hook, right hook. Just show a big left hook landed, then a right hook. Alright, round 9. Here we go. Dereck comes out trying to jab out of that southpaw stance again. He goes back to the orthodox. He's trying to jab, but Usyk's getting out of the way of everything. Then throws a 3-punch combination and everything lands on Chisora. Chisora's starting to try to trundle forward again on Usyk, but Usyk starts dancing around like Dereck is standing still. Back to the center ring now. They're posturing, feinting. Double jab, soft jabs from Usyk, but they land. Dereck tries to throw a big 1-2, but Usyk takes that step back, gets out of dodge, no trouble. Another jab from Usyk. Dereck tries to come back with some shots to the body, but Usyk's out of range again. Jab from Usyk. Here we go. Dereck landed a couple of body shots, but Usyk tied him up. 1-2 from Dereck, but they're missing. They're missing Eric. Chisora keeps getting, he keeps throwing, but Usyk just takes that step back, or round to his right or left, gets out of there. Or moves his head off the center, and nothing seems to be able to land solid for Dereck. Dereck goes back to that southpaw stance so he can throw the right jab, then goes back to orthodox. Tries a big 1-2 and misses. Usyk ties him up again. He's reading everything, he sees everything, does Usyk. Jab from both guys at the same time, lands simultaneously. Double jab from Chisora, they got nothing on them. Tries to lunge in with a right to the body, and Usyk throws a 3-punch combination in retaliation. Oh, Dereck throws a jab, and Usyk threw a jab that seemed to snap Dereck's head back, and then throws like a 4-punch combination straight after that, and they're back to centering. Dereck keeps getting turned. 1-2 from Usyk, soft but landing. Dereck's not holding his hands up anymore. Tries a right hook, does Chisora, but Usyk's out of the way. Goes back to that southpaw stance to try and get a couple of jabs in, but Usyk's out of there. Dereck Chisora rushes him and starts working inside, but Usyk steps around to his left and gets out of there. Steps to his right and gets out of there. Jab from Usyk. Big lunging right hand, left hook from Chisora, nothing hits, and Usyk steps out of the way again. Jab from Usyk. They're tied up now. Referee's going to break him up. Okay, posturing, centering. Posturing, and that's the end of round 9. That's another Usyk round. Commentators are saying, oh, it's such a great effort from Chisora. Yeah, effort ain't going to win you the fight though, is it? Can't land punches on something you can't get in range to touch. Delboy's trainer's telling him, you're looking really good, you're boxing well, just don't slip to the right, always slip to the... don't slip to the left, always slip to the right? No, it must be the other way around. Oh no, don't slip to the left because that's onto Usyk's power hand. No, don't slip to the right, that's onto Usyk's power hand. Yeah, always slip to the left. Usyk doesn't seem to be... Ding ding, round 10 underway. Usyk doesn't seem to be blowing that hard. He's still there. Trying to go jab to the body still as Chisora. trying to throw that right hand over the top, but Usyk takes a step back till the punch is gone, then steps forward and counters effectively almost every time. Right hook from Usyk. Cowboy tries a straight right, doesn't land. Every time he lunges, Usyk's starting to throw a right hook or a 1-2. 1-2 from Usyk, steps out of the way. Lead left, jab from Usyk. Chisora's landed a couple to the body, a couple of right hooks, left hooks, but then Usyk's out of the way again. He's trying to start pouring it on. Here is Chisora, trying to throw lots of hooks, but Usyk's defense is superior. Jab, jab, 1, 2, 3, 4 punches from Usyk. Threw a big right hand and it landed on Usyk that time. But he gets out of dodge again. They take a space and Usyk is that left down the pipe. He's leading with it every now and then. Usyk's starting to get a couple of shots landed on him here. He's trudging forward. Throwing and the odd one's landing. But Usyk's dancing around. Jab from Usyk. Right hook from Usyk. Jab, jab with the right hand from Chisora. But Usyk's out of there. Chisora tries to lunge in. They get semi-tied up and then Usyk punches his way out again. Back into the center ring now. Posturing. No punches being thrown here. Feints a jab to Usyk. Cowboy backs up. Tries to throw a big right hand and Usyk backs up just enough to get out of the way. Cowboy throws a shot to the body and it lands. Oh, nice. From Usyk. Left hand lands flush on him. And they get tied up. And Usyk is pushing Chisora back on the ropes. How's that? 40-pound difference and he's still pushing the bigger man back. Posturing center ring. Right hook from Usyk. And a left hand down the pipe. Another right hook as Chisora lunges in and misses with the right hand. Cowboy's chasing him around like a donkey after he carried again. Missing shots, and that's the end of round 9. Another round to eat. Well, could argue, actually, you can argue that one's a Chisora round. I'll give that to Chisora. Call it a pity round if you like. But I think he actually landed a bit more that round and he was the one with the effective aggression. When you're looking at these replays, that jab left hand from Usyk or straight left right hook from Usyk, they land every time. They might not be heavy, but they just land every time. So I wouldn't be disagreeable if anybody scored that round to Usyk either. It's a pretty close round, but I'm calling it a pity round. Seconds out. Round 11 is beginning. 2 to go. Jab, jab from Usyk. Left hand from Usyk. Cowboys trying to put some jabs out there, but they're landing on the gloves. Another jab from Usyk. Jab from Usyk. Jab from Usyk. Cowboys moving his head a bit, but Usyk is picking. Double, triple jab from Usyk. Another jab from Usyk. Jab left hand from Usyk. He's walking Dereck down now, and Dereck's walking around like he doesn't want to be there. Cowboy was trying to sucker Usyk into attacking him by almost turning his back, but he didn't fall for it. Now Usyk, he's waiting for the shot, then throwing that jab left hand. Stepping around. Throw the left hand, step around, throw the right uppercut. The right hook. Cowboy's landing a few jabs here from the southpaw stance. He's gone back to orthodox. Now he's walking forward as Cowboy. Now he's stepping around, using that southpaw jab again. Seems to be more effective with the jab when it's a southpaw jab. Usyk's just walking him in circles though. Mind you, he's taking a few body shots at the same time. Prancing around. Jab from Usyk. Jab from Usyk. And all of a sudden, Dereck Chisora stopped walking forward like he was. And posturing. Left lead. Right hook from Usyk. Del Boy's trying to throw some hooks. Ooh, he lands a couple of good hooks to the body on Usyk while they half tied up. They separate again. Trying to throw some right hooks. But Usyk is also throwing some good hooks in here. He's got like a second wind here as Dereck Chisora. But Usyk seems to be handling it okay. He's up against the ropes. He's in the corner now. He steps out of the way. And all that hard work to pin him down from Chisora is undone. Now Usyk's coming forward. He's got Usyk right where he wants. He's got Chisora right where he wants him. At the end of his range where he can get in and out. Whenever Chisora throws, he can step back and get out of the way. Now he's inching forward on Chisora. Steps him back into the corner. Throws the left lead. Dereck tries a right hand but misses, and then a right hook from Chisora lands. Lead left from Usyk, and again, both land. Both exchanging, throwing punches at the same time here, but both guys semi-landing. I think Usyk's seem to be a lot tougher. Usyk finishes the round with a left hook, then a right hook, and that's the end of 11. That's definitely a Usyk round, that one. One to go, peeps. Looks like it's going to go the distance. Yeah, Usyk's blowing a bit now. Dereck looks dejected in the corner. He's blowing, but he looks dejected. Yeah, Dereck doesn't look like he wants to be there anymore. I don't think it means Usyk can get the stoppage. There's only one round to go. I don't know why Chisora would give up now, but it's looking pretty much done, I think. Seconds out, 12th round. Ding, ding, ding. Chisora leaves it to the last possible second to get off a stool. He's shattered. Jab from Usyk. Jab from Usyk. Posturing. Jab from Usyk. Chisora tries to throw a big right and Usyk ducks under it, gets out of the way. Throws a jab. Gets in close. Throws a left hook. Does Usyk. Chisora's trying to throw, but I haven't seen a punch land from him yet. There he throws one to the body. Another one, well, second one to the body misses. Then tries to throw a big left hand. He's in the southpaw stance. Misses. And Usyk comes back with jab, jab. And pushes in with the shoulder when Dereck tries to lunge in now. And then pushes back and throws a counter punch. 1, 2. And a right hook to finish from Usyk. Dereck trying to lunge and go to the body, and he gets peppered with like 5 punches from Usyk when he's trying to back up again. 1, 2 from Usyk. Dereck trying to throw that southpaw jab again, but missed. Usyk missed the left hand. Ooh, good right hand from Chisora. 1, 2 from Chisora landed, yeah. Usyk's back to the jab. He's got Del Boy backed up in the corner again. Jab, jab. Right hand, left hand, right hook, jab. All Usyk at the moment. There's a jab from Chisora, lands. Lead right hand, tries to come with a left hook behind it, but misses from Chisora. So a right hook to the body from Chisora landed. Makes Usyk get the hell out of dodge. Now he had Usyk in the corner trying to throw some punches, but he got peppered with like 4 punches, and Usyk then moves around on an angle and gets out of dodge. Usyk still on the move, throwing the jab, left hand, moving side to side, jab from Usyk. Cowboy tries a jab and misses. Tries a big overhand left and misses. And then two more counter shots from Usyk. Jab, left hand, jab from Usyk. Steps around to the right, throws a right hook. And he backs Chisora up onto the ropes. Tries a right hook. Looping left hand from Usyk and landed. Now Chisora starts walking forward, trying to throw hooks to the body. And Usyk decides the better of it and gets the hell out of dodge. Back to the jab. Left hand from Usyk. Right jab, and that's the end of the fight. That's another Usyk round. So I got it 117, 111, Usyk. $117, $111, Usyk. Yo, credit to Delboy, he did push Usyk, but not really effectively is the problem. Alright, so I'm over to the chat again now. See what y'all think. Let us know your scores, boys. What did you have? Let us know your scores, man. You reckon AJ KO's Usyk easy? I don't think so. I don't think so. With movement and evasive skills like that, how the hell is Anthony Joshua going to catch up with him? He ain't that quick, man. He ain't that quick, sorry. I think it's a competitive fight. I still think AJ would win, but I don't think there's any chance of him KOing Usyk easy. No way. That's just my opinion. I'm quite entitled to disagree, though. Well, you know what? If Usyk does nothing in the heavyweight division, then he shouldn't be able to beat Dillian White, right? I think he schools the shit out of Dillian White. Schools him. So if that's nothing in the heavyweight division, then wow, I don't know what is something. Let us know your scores, man. It was a decent fight. Usyk is very hittable at times. In close, if you can get in close on him and work inside, yeah, he is hittable. But the thing is, you got to expend a lot of energy to be able to track him down and get him in a corner. Here comes the scores. 117, 112. 115, 113. Usyk wins. Unanimous decision. I can't agree with 115, 113. That's bullshit. 116, 112 would be okay. 117, 111. But I can't see 115, 113, man. I think that's bullshit. Absolute bullcaca. So yeah. I agree with that. Fury too big and slick. Yeah, we'll see. Fury fights a lot like Usyk. Usyk probably has maybe a little quicker movement and a little quicker hands and possibly a bit better stamina, but the size disparity, having similar styles, is just too much. I think fighting somebody 6'6" is pushing the limit for Usyk, like a AJ. 113 was Bellew scoring for his mate. Yeah, pretty much, I reckon. Billy. 113 is bullshit. I don't think that's fair. I thought 112 at best, or 113. I could even see, looking at my scorecard, because I gave Chisora the first two, and then I gave him a round that was close. What round was that? Was it round 10? Yeah, it was. Round 9 or round 10? No, it was round 10. I thought that was a close round. Could have gone either way. So if I hadn't have given what I call a mercy round, then I would have had it 118, 110. Trudging forward and missing a shitload of shots and getting countered the whole time. Ain't gonna win your fights, man. You gotta be effective with that aggression. Otherwise, it's just aggression, and just aggression is not one of the scoring criteria for boxing. It's got to be effective aggression. Otherwise, it ain't worth what. I was a cruiserweight, mate. Usyk looks good against an old man Chisora. How old do you think Chisora is, bro? Seriously. He's only like 33 or something, isn't he? He's nowhere near an old man. He's just been in a few wars. Hence the name War Chisora. I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure he's like 33. Because I've thought, yeah, because he's been around for a long time, you think he's old, but he's not actually that old. Dereck Chisora, come up on the wrong page. War. Born in 1983. He's 29, man. Nah, that can't be right. Old man Chisora at 29. He's been around for a while, that's why it's easy to think that he's old, but he just ain't. All Usyk did was run and gun. Yeah, well, that's the point of boxing, isn't it? Hit and don't get hit. You're gonna stand in front of somebody who's 40 pounds heavier than you, you're gonna get knocked out. Usyk's never stood in front of anybody. I mean, it's like a Fury fight prior to the last Deontay Wilder fight. He never stood in front of everybody either. People call him boring. It's because they can't appreciate boxing skill. A puncher beats him out. Dereck Chisora is a puncher. He's not a boxer. Hey, we got a super chat. Thank you very much for that, Scott70. Appreciate that, brother. Good commentary, Jono. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Trying to look. Did anybody give me any scores here, man? Besides Tony Bellew scoring for his mate. I just want to see what everybody else thought the score was. Does anybody think 115, 113 was a decent score? That gives Dereck Chisora 5 rounds. Did you see 5 rounds he won in that? I cannot see Chisora winning 5 rounds in that, man. No way. 4 at best. 36, mate. Yeah, I looked it up and it said 29, but what I did look at said amateur boxing. Dereck Chisora boxing. Box rec. Bring it up. Oh, there it is. 6'1", 74-inch reach. Debuted as a pro in 2007. Where the freak is his age? Yeah, there it is. 36. Oh, his birthday's the 29th. 29th of August, 1984. So he's only just turned 36, man. But, yeah, that's not real old man yet, is it? I mean, it's getting towards the end of his career, and I think he's probably more war-torn than a lot of heavyweights at this level that are still in the game. But even at his best, Chisora never moved any better than he did tonight. Yeah, Chisora won 3 or 4 rounds, Marla says. Yeah, that's it for me too. But you would have won some money there, Marla. You had some money on Chisora, on Usyk by decision, going the distance. Well done, brother. Yeah, well, see, that's what I'm thinking as well, Scott. It's a possibility that Usyk could outscore Joshua, and because of his evasive skills, if he doesn't get hit by something big, he could beat Joshua on points. So I don't know, man. There is always a chance of a KO with Joshua against Usyk, but I seriously don't believe he could KO Usyk easily. There ain't a man on this planet who could KO Usyk easily. He doesn't stand there ready to be hit, and even when he does stand there, you see him bob his head just off to the side. His reactions are very good. He sees everything coming, even most quick jabs from guys who are much quicker in the cruiserweights. A lot of them don't hit him because he sees them coming and just gets that head just off center. They might graze him, but they don't land flush. And clean, effective punching, not grazing shots, is another scoring criteria for boxing, isn't it? Got here. Usyk beat Chisora to get involved in a fight for a vacant belt. That doesn't make any sense, because he's already ranked number 1 with the WBO. If the belt becomes vacant, he's already in line to fight for the vacant WBO belt anyway. So this fight with Chisora was basically for nothing. He's picked up some international, some other belts that Chisora had, but they are meaningless when he's already sitting in the mandatory number 1 position with the WBO. Oh, Marla thinks he'll piece him up. I mean, it's a possibility, thinking about the huge reach advantage that Joshua is going to have, and somebody who moves like Usyk, you got to launch a decent body attack to try and slow that movement down, and using that major reach advantage could possibly do it for Joshua to slow Usyk down enough for him to be able to be static enough for him to hit him. But still, I can't see it being easy for Joshua, because even when Joshua launches a body attack, there's going to be 3 or 4 shots coming back in a combination once he commits himself to a punch. Run and gun tactic is shocking. That's how he's always fought, man. I don't know why anybody expects Usyk to stand and step right into his shots. He's never done that. Unless he knows he's got somebody really hurt or something, that's the only time he sits down on punches. So, yeah, I can't understand where that's coming from, Isaac. That all he did was run and gun. That's all he's ever done most of his career, man. Usyk, Wilder, yeah. Until Wilder shows that he's actually still got some hunger besides moaning and bitching like the video he did today. I'm not really interested in seeing Wilder until he's, ready to step back in the ring and prove that he belongs near the top of the division. Otherwise, I'm not really interested. We've had 5 years of watching him beat up people that he shouldn't be in the ring with. David Mason in the house as well. Good to have you, man. Usyk doesn't want to look good in case Drew and Joshua duck him. Oh, man. Joshua can't duck him unless he wants to give up his belt. And I don't know if Fury is a good fight for Usyk. If Usyk was a 240-ish pound heavyweight who could bang and move like he does, then it wouldn't be such a far cry. But 217 pounds against somebody who can move and box like he can, I think it's a far reach. Man. I would definitely pick Fury over Usyk, but I don't know about AJ. Maintaining distance and boxing from the outside isn't something he's that good at yet. Yeah, he could do it against Andrew Ruiz because Andrew Ruiz is 6'1" and moves like a tortoise. So it was easy to look like he could do it, but against somebody who's already mastered movement, evasion, counterpunching, speed, footwork, it'd be a totally different kettle of fish. I think there's a possibility Usyk could beat Joshua on points if he can avoid getting stopped in the first half of the fight. That's just my opinion, though. Alright, man, so I appreciate everybody dropping in and watching the stream. Don't forget to hit that like button if you did enjoy. And I think I'm going to wrap it up there. There is some more boxing on later on today in America. I think you got Inoue fighting. You got Tank and Santa Cruz fighting. So enjoy the rest of the day's boxing. Once again, thanks for dropping in, everybody. And I shall catch you all next time. Take it easy. And that is a wrap for today. Hope you all enjoyed today's session. If you have, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so not to miss future content. If you'd like to get more involved with the channel, off air, and with the subscribers, you can head to the main channel page, and up on the right of the channel banner there is this Discord invite link. Once you click on that, it will take you to the Big Boys Boxing Discord server. Over here we have multiple platforms for chat. We have general chat, which is anything boxing. We have live fight links, where I drop links to fights within 24 hours of them screening. We have live fight replays. I drop the occasional replay here so you can come and watch them. We also have Fight Night Chat, which is for people who play Fight Night Champion. I play a bit of it. You can come and talk strategies, tips, whatever here. But the main thing here is this live panel voice channel. if you ever want to get involved on the live panel on YouTube, this is where it runs from. You come here, simply click on it, and you are in the live chat. And see the green rings come up when I speak, that means your mic is active. Down the bottom here, if you want to mute at any time, you can do so, like that. And if you want to get out at all, there's this hang up button right here. And that's all there is to it. So like I say, I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing. I will catch you next time. Peace.